Basketball players all remember this video on December 31st, 2016. Kyrie Irving ran it on his Instagram account with the tag Kyrie Irving Challenge back then. A lot of people in the comments admired this high schoolers and of course laughing at the way how the poor girl got hit by a road crossover, but it didn't smell like high school kids. Because the age of the guy in the video tends to be 31 years old, and his name is Jahmani Swanson. And he's one of the smallest basketball players in the world. If we start with the most interesting and basically the most important thing, Jama's height is only 1 meter and 35 centimeters, but as you probably already guessed at all, does not prevent him from not just from having a normal life, but from being a star in the world of basketball. The story of little Jordan, and also as amazing as his passion for basketball. Jama wasn't born into an unusual family where his dad was of average height, and his mom was a midget. Was a dwarf. Eventually, the boy took after his mom and inherited what may not be the most rare and frightening disease, but he did inherit dwarfism. From the age of 3, as Jama himself says, he fell in love with basketball, and his real inspirations for him were Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson. I used to fall asleep with a basketball instead of a teddy bear. A teddy bear, all I wanted to do in the future was play basketball. At the age of 8, Jama's mom sees her son plays and how passionate he is. Basketball, she took him to a basketball program where he was accepted without a problem and practiced just like the rest of the kids. And this despite an average height difference of almost 40 centimeters. Of course, the Swanson kid had a tough time of it, but he wasn't going to give up, and he wasn't going to give up on the contrary. Emboldened by his dream and the fact that he was now a real part of the team, he started working hard on and off the court 10 times more than the rest of us. I was driving the neighbors crazy when they came home from practice. I kept going in the room, throwing the ball against the wall, practicing dribbles and crossovers. Sometimes my mom had to spend a great deal of time to subdue me. The constant clanging of the sword, and sometimes even after midnight, could drive anyone. Eventually, after a while, Jama grew up from a peculiar boy with dreams of a great basketball future into a true professional, step by step becoming not only a streetball star, but also as a player on the court and even the national team. Turns out there's not just a midget basketball league that Swanson played in for the New York City Towers, but an entire sports association. It's called the American Midget Sports Association, that once every 4 years they hold a world championship. One of the disciplines of which is basketball, and of course our current hero is a member of the national team and is relentlessly blowing up opponents on the court with crazy crossovers. As of 2017, already a real star in the Jamaican game. Signed a contract with perhaps the most famous show team Harlem Globetrotters, where in my opinion he found his true fame not only as a player, but also as a man of short stature, but with a great desire to play and to conquer incredible heights. Tell your teammates about this video to your teammates, and let them to see the story of one of the smallest player on earth. And maybe then they'll stop whining that 175 centimeters is too small for a basket, and we'll hear from you in the next episode.